gentlemen, so there are certain things that you should always apologize for. If you're rude, if you're ignorant, if you're wrong, and you made a mistake, you should apologize because that is what a confident, secure alpha does. But on the flip side, there are 10 things that we're going to talk about today that you should never, under any circumstances, apologize for. So today's video is a video that I wish I had when I was younger. I spent way too many years pleasing other people and apologizing for things that I should never have apologized for. Guys, you got one shot at this life. You deserve to be happy. And the things that we're going to talk about today, you've got nobody to apologize to because this is your life. They've got their choices to make and you've got yours. Never apologize for who you love. If you're into spicy senoritas, good for you. If you're into spicy dudes, who cares? This is your life. It is nobody, hear me guys, it is nobody's business other than yours who you choose to love. Do not allow anybody to make you feel bad about your decision. Do not let anybody tell you that you're wrong. If you want to love somebody, love the shit out of them and fuck everybody else. The second thing you should never apologize for is questioning authority and questioning the media. Now, I'm not some big conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but you've got to start doing your own research. And if after you start doing your research, you're like, you know what, I don't necessarily think that you're right or telling me the whole picture, gentlemen, do not apologize for having an opinion. Do not apologize if that opinion is different from the mainstream media or popular belief. You've got to decide things for yourself. And when you believe it for yourself, do not apologize for it, which is actually number 3. Never apologize for your beliefs. This includes spiritual. This includes political. This includes philosophical. Gentlemen, if you believe something, it's okay. And you don't need to act like you don't. You need to not apologize to other people who believe something else. It's okay to have differences. You should not apologize for the fact that you believe something if you believe it. Own it, gentlemen. Own it. The fourth thing you should never apologize for are your dreams or your goals. You know, unfortunately, a lot of times when we're growing up, we've got dreams, right? And then what happens? We allow other people, other little, small, insignificant people to squash our dreams and our goals because it doesn't align with what they want or what they think or their direction for us. It doesn't matter what your mom says. It doesn't matter what your dad or your brother or weird Uncle Barry says. This is your life, not theirs. Why are you going to allow somebody else to dictate the direction of your life? If they don't like it, you know what you can tell? You can tell them to go fuck themselves because it's not up to them. This is you, your life. You've got to do what's going to make you happy because like we said, you got one shot at this. You don't get a second at bat. You don't get a do-over. And if you live a life with regret, if you live a life doing things because other people want you to, you are never going to be happy. Gentlemen, never apologize for your dreams. Number 5, never apologize for defending or protecting yourself. Not only physically, but emotionally, mentally, and financially as well. So I have never felt more vulnerable than when I had my identity stolen, my bank accounts hacked into. It was at this point when I made a decision. It was like, all right, what are you going to do? Are you going to take it? Are you going to be a victim? Or are you going to take action and start protecting yourself? I talked to a cop because I had to actually go and file a police report and everything. I said, well, how did this happen? He goes, do you use like internet? I'm like, what do you mean do I use internet? I'm an internet entrepreneur. Of course. He goes, no, like internet at like Starbucks, airports, places like that. I said, yeah, why? And he said, that's how a lot of these people are gaining access to your personal and private information. I said, well, what should I do? He goes, 2 things. Number 1, get a credit monitoring service on your credit. So if anybody tries to open anything or an account or get credit in your name, you know immediately. The second thing he said, always use a VPN. VPN stands for virtual private network. Think of it like a little personal tunnel that only you are on, all right? You're scooting through the internet and a VPN is actually encrypting your data. Not only that, it's also shielding and hiding your IP address from people that are looking and trying to steal your shit. The VPN that I use is from a company, Private Internet Access, all right? They are today's video sponsor. I've been using them though for years, and they're the only ones that I trust with my personal information and encrypting my data. The other really cool thing about using a VPN is that it actually shields everybody else from knowing where you're going and what you're doing on the internet. It's all about providing a security layer between you and other people. You're going to get IP cloaking, which means you're going to be able to hide your IP to block unwanted exposure and data leaks. You also are going to get encryption, which means you're going to be able to defend yourself from data monitoring and eavesdropping. All you do, right, open the app, and then what you're going to do, check it out. Tap of a button and I am protected. Guys, I use private internet access when I'm surfing on my phone. Also, my PCs, also my wife's phone, my wife's PC, because that's one of the other beautiful things with private internet access. When you sign up and you're a member, you can protect up to 10 devices. One membership, 10 devices. It's insane. And the cool thing is that private internet access is available for Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, plus a bunch of others. Private internet access is like the big boys of VPNs, and that's the reason why I use them. They also have a strict no logs policy. Private internet access also has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's kind of like a huge no-brainer. And with that special offer, guys, down below, if you go through, and you have to go through our link, privateinternetaccess.com/alpha-m, you can get complete digital privacy for less than $3 a month, plus 2 free months. Gentlemen, it is a huge internet privacy no-brainer. Private internet access has over 20,000 servers in over 70 countries. They also offer 24/7 customer service support, which is pretty awesome. The other thing that you're gonna love, guys, is that when using a VPN like private internet access, you actually have unrestricted access to the internet. A VPN is gonna give you unrestricted access to the complete internet, not just like a part that your country or region wants you to see. It's gonna allow you to go to all the sites and see all the things that everybody else is checking out. The other thing it's going to do is unlock streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, not to mention Hulu. If you are somebody that is online or on the internet, which I'm assuming you are, you need to hit that special link down below and go get started today. privateinternetaccess.com/alpha-m. If you go through our special link, you're going to get unrestricted private access to the internet for less than $3 a month, plus 2 months free. Gentlemen, it is a huge privacy no-brainer. If you are not using a VPN, hit the link down below, privateinternetaccess.com/alpha-m, and sign up today. Sixth thing you should never apologize for is being disciplined. You know, whenever I go out to eat, if I'm going out to eat with people that don't like watch what they eat, I always have to hear about it, right? It's like, I'm not bothering them. I'm not saying, hey, why are you eating that side of cheese with Alfredo sauce on top of spaghetti with Alfredo cheese sauce? Why are you eating that? What are you eating that for? I'd be like, because I don't want to be a fat pig and sloppy fat. In my head, I'm thinking, because I don't want to look like you. But I don't say that. I say, oh, it's because I prefer this, or it's healthy, or I like this. They need to just leave me the hell alone, and they should leave you alone. Gentlemen, it's nobody's business what you're eating. But if you decide to be disciplined, be ready, because a lot of people are going to be uncomfortable with it. If you decide not to drink alcohol, you're going to hear about it. Do not apologize for being disciplined or wanting to be healthy, which actually brings us to number 7. Never apologize for taking time for yourself in order to be healthy, physically or mentally. Guys, it's okay to take a break. You need to prioritize your health. This means your mental health. This also means your physical health. For me, I am super selfish when it comes to my exercise. That is like priority, like number 1, other than like, of course, like basic needs of like my cats and wife, but my health. I need to exercise. I need to take care of me, because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be good for anybody else. And do not apologize for the fact that you want to take time for you. Which brings us to the 8th thing you should never apologize for, and that is wanting to improve or better yourself. You know, one of the things that is unfortunate is that as we mature, as we decide that, yes, we want to be better, we want more for ourselves, you know, there are a lot of people in our lives that don't want more for themselves. And we've got to make the hard decision to either stay back with them or to grow. And a lot of times, guys, unfortunately, a lot of us choose to stay stuck because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Never apologize for wanting more or better for yourself. Right? Just because your friends, they don't want better for themselves, or they want to still hang out, do drugs, smoke weed, get drunk, and do whatever, that's fine. Let them do that. But don't apologize for it. And it's okay to outgrow your friends. And that's something that I had to learn, honestly, because I was like, oh, I feel bad, right? They're my boys. Ride or die, right? Here's the deal. They're going to ride or die. But if you want to ultimately be happy, you've got to not apologize for it, and you've got to be willing to leave them behind. And that is actually the 9th thing you should not apologize for, and that is giving up and removing toxic people from your life. Do not ever apologize for getting a toxic person out of your life and removing them. Now, Sometimes we can completely cut them out, whether or not it's a boss, a coworker, a friend. Sometimes in the case of like family members, we've got to still be around them, but you've got to identify them. You've got to understand that if they are toxic and you can possibly get them out of your life, you need to do it, and you don't need to apologize. Don't say, I'm sorry, I can't hang out with you. I'm sorry, we can't be friends. We just can't be friends, and I'm not sorry because you are toxic and bad for me. Don't apologize. And last but certainly not least, the 10th thing that you should never ever apologize to anybody for is who you are as a person. This includes, but is not limited to, all of your imperfections, all of your weirdness, all of your quirks, all of your idiosyncrasies, all of your things that you're like really kind of like into that's a little bit weird. Don't apologize. It's nobody's business. Remember, you got one shot at this life. If they don't like it, fuck them. Not their business. You've got to own it. You've got to embrace it. Do not apologize for the fact that you're different. It is these differences that make us unique, beautiful, and special. And personally, I think you are so incredibly special, unique, and incredible. Guys, do not change for anybody and never apologize for who you are.